Azure Latch has finally released Railo, and in my honest opinion, this update was fairly good. Now, some people may think that this update was awful due to style coins and Railo's rarity. And whilst I think it's fair to think that, as I certainly thought that way before getting Railo, I believe that this is just an overreaction, as Railo himself is actually an amazing style with only a few hiccups here and there. Now, to the surprise of me and many others, Railo is a world-class style. Now, this may not make sense to people, as Railo definitely isn't a world-class player in the manga or anime, but if you take a look at how much content he actually has as a style, it makes perfect sense. Railo has 2 stances, aka modes, 4 awakenings, 7 total base moves, 2 flow moves, and 3 flow variants. Now, with this much content packed into one character, I think it's fair to make him a world-class style. Now, his stances are basically size, logic, and reflex mode, where your moves change depending on what mode you're in. In your offensive stance, you get twin steps, cross elastico, and draconic shot, with 99% copy staying the same in both stances. To use Railo's copy move, at least one person has to be using a style that isn't Railo. When you decided who you're gonna copy, looking at them, then using 99% copy will show you all of that person's moves. You're then able to pick which move you would want to copy, with it then taking up your 4th slot. Once you use the move, it'll go away, meaning you're only able to use a copied move once before needing to copy again. Twin steps is a dribble move, where first you start off with some step overs, going into a turn just like size perfect touch, with it shortly being followed by a dash with a fair bit of end lag on it. Cross elastico is a counter, and when you hit it, it is most similar to size counter. But halfway into your dash, after you hit your counter, players are able to move and tackle you, as you have no iframes during the dash, I believe. Draconic shot is a shot move, who would have guessed, and it is taken from the moment when Railo copied Shido in episode Nagi. To use the offensive version of Railo's awakening, you must use flow when you have the ball. Otherwise, you will use the defensive version, leading the game to force swap your stance from offensive to defensive. In your offensive flow, you get 1 flow move and 1 flow variant to a move. For your flow move, you get Chameleon Volley. To use it, the ball must be near you, and it is a powerful straight shot. Draconic Rush is the move with a flow variant, and to use it, all you have to do is just use the move. It'll turn Draconic Rush into Railo's copy of Chigiri from the Nigeria game. It'll turn the shot from a straight one to a curved one, with its power being most similar to Rin's kill shot. For Railo's second stance, his first 3 moves are replaced with Serpent Header, 100-point pass, and Doberman press. Serpent Header works the exact same way as Kunigami's header, except you can only use it on your side of the field and you can't self-proc it. 100-point pass is a pass move that's similar to Corona's pass, and it's quite honestly better than Corona's pass. Doberman's press is like Kunigami's steal in a sense. You rush towards someone, and if you manage to land the press, you hold down the enemy. During this time, a teammate of yours is able to tackle the enemy and steal the ball from them. If the enemy you're holding isn't tackled by the time the animation ends, they'll break free, leading to you getting ragdolled for a short period of time. To use your defensive flow, the ball must be in the air, as the flow is meant to act as a steal. In your flow, you get 1 flow move and 1 flow variant of a move. Your flow move is Metavision. When you use it, you'll start doing a running animation, and if you run into an enemy with the ball, you'll do an auto steal. The move with a flow variant is Doberman press. To use it, you just simply use it near an enemy with the ball, and it will do an auto steal. Now for his 2 overflows, one of them is in overtime, and to use the other, you must be in your goal box and use flow when the ball is coming towards you. This will show the copy Railo did of Nagi in the U20 game. But be wary when using this variant of Railo's flow, as it drains faster than normal. As well as when you're in flow, you're able to copy ult moves with your 99% copy move. Now that I'm done talking about the overview of Railo, it's time to talk about what I think about the update. At first, I thought I was going to hate this update. The fact that Railo was a world-class style was enough to make me dislike it, and apparently many others thought the same thing as well. Many people weren't able to get Railo due to him being a world-class style, which if you need a reminder, is a 0.4% style. And because of the fact you can't use your normal currency to buy spins anymore, everyone was forced to exchange their cash for style coins. But because of how horrid the exchange rate is, almost no one got Railo. And this sadly happened to me. I used up all my cash to get Railo only to not get him. It's only because I was a CC that I was able to get enough style coins to spin for Railo. If I wasn't a CC, I'm pretty sure I'd be hating on this update just like a majority of players. As well as I don't think them making Railo a world-class style was a coincidence. Making a new style be the rarest rarity in the entire game, right after you add a new currency to quote-unquote stop inflation, seems mighty suspicious in my eyes. As well as Boss Studios' greed shows even more, where you take in the fact that they added something called 2x luck not so long ago. Along with that, they also added a pity system that isn't even a pity system in the slightest. All that this pity system does is increase your luck, that of which we don't even know if it actually works. For all we know, they could be lying about this pity system. Since most pity systems in games give you something from a higher rarity after enough spins, it proves that they work. And here we don't know, since they decided decided to just increase our luck, meaning we don't know if they actually added it. We just have to take their word for it and assume that they did increase our luck. Anyways, that aside, Railo himself is a fun style, but with a few hiccups. For starters, his counter feels sluggish. It just feels super slow and seems like you get no distance in comparison to other counters. It makes the high risk high reward part of counters null, since the reward part isn't all too great. As well as I don't like his flow variant for Draconic Rush being you using the move normally. There are situations where you just want to use your normal base shot move to save your ult shot for later, although this is more of a nitpick if anything. Doberman Press is a cool idea for a move, but the fact it's completely reliant on teammates is what brings it down. Most of the time, either all your teammates are marking someone making the move pointless, or your teammate didn't react in time / didn't see the play, your teammate could get frame 1 right after they steal the ball, etc. There's a plethora of reasons as to why this move just wouldn't work, and the fact you get slightly punished for making a good play that your teammates just didn't catch on is a bit odd to me. As for animations, most of Railo's were amazing. Only 2 stuck out to me as bad, and that being his offensive flow and his 44-degree shot. But they didn't look bad, they certainly weren't anything amazing. But I'll cut them some slack since the update was supposed to come out a day later, but Boss Studio decided to push out the update sooner, giving the devs less time to work. As well as thankfully there were no crazy bugs or anything this update, which was nice to see. Well, excluding that chickadee bug. If you use it, you should be executed. Overall, this update had the potential to be really good if Boss Studio didn't step in and add style currency. Anyways, that's it for me. See ya.